Wow, man, the energy. All I need is the energy, okay, during this entire time. I'm maxed out right now on Max 2.0. I don't know about you guys. You guys get your Max 2.0 last night? Okay, good. I just chugged 3 more bottles back there, so I'm going to see if this works, okay? You guys, I'm excited to be here to speak into your lives today. I think my wife and my kids are here right now. Are they here? Somewhere. Oh, there they are. Okay, London. So that's what makes me more nervous, right? London, don't judge me, okay? They always say that too, don't judge me. I think it's too much YouTube, right? But no, I'm excited to be able to train you guys today, okay? You guys came to get some incredible information so you can take it home and go straight to Diamond, right? That's what you guys want? Okay, I'm going to give it to you guys today. So, again, I've been involved as a network marketing professional for 13 years now. I think I pride myself on being a student the entire time. Whenever any Diamond or any leader is on stage here, I'm listening to them. I'm watching their message. If I'm backstage, I'm in the green room watching the screens. I'm learning from them constantly. Okay, and I think that's one of the biggest things you can do if you want to be a leader and stay a leader is to continue being a student. Never act like you've arrived. Never act like you've made it. Okay, you're always moving up. You're always moving forward. You're always learning and respecting the next leader who's before you and comes after you. So this time, at this expo stage, I want to talk to you guys about next level prospecting and inviting, because I think those are some of the gateway skills if you guys want to be successful in this business. And it starts with being the right type of recruiter, being the right type of person looking for prospects. And there are 3 types of network marketing individuals in this type of business, okay? And you have to decide, you have to figure out which type of person you are today, and then you have to make the decision on which type of person you want to be when you leave this event on Sunday, okay? All right, so like I said, I'm going to feed off your guys' energy today. So the first type of network marketing person is a poser, okay? And I like to think of, when I think of network marketing or any profession, I try to think of like a Major League Baseball organization, okay? When someone gets drafted to the big leagues, they don't just go straight to the big leagues. They have to start in the minor leagues. They have single A and double A and triple A. So that's usually where most network marketers start. But you have to learn to respect the process and move up as you learn more. The first type of network marketer, they're called the posers, okay? And the posers are the people who treat this profession like a lottery ticket. They want to hit it big. They know that they're supposed to write down their list when they start, but they don't. They just keep a mental list of maybe 3 to 5 people at the top of their mind. They're usually the most successful people they know. Those people aren't interested right away. So usually those types of people, they quit. Okay? And to tell you the truth, 80% of our profession are posers. Okay? 8 out of 10 network marketers are posers. They come in, they listen, they don't follow the directions. They only stay a short time, and then they're gone. Right? The next type of network marketing professional is an amateur, all right? And these are people that, unlike posers, they don't make a mental list. They actually write down their list of maybe up to 100 people. These people, they want to hit it big. They want to get lucky. That's what amateurs are focused on. They want to have the right position. They want to have the right sponsor who's at the top of the tree, who started the very beginning of the business. They want to start early in the business. They're looking for all these lucky factors in order to become successful. And these type of people, they want to sign up that next monster distributor that's going to take them straight to the top. They don't really set out on developing any type of skill sets, but they're just focused on signing that next big whale. That's what they're focused on, and those are the amateurs. And usually they find themselves letting themselves down over and over and over again. And then you have the professionals. Okay, the professionals are much different, right? They don't set out to build their business by enrolling everybody they see. They understand that it's about timing, it's about focusing and educating people and giving them an understanding before they join their business. It's about building a relationship, right? And it's about investing their time in this profession. There's a book that a CEO of my first network marketing company gave me, and it was called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. And in that book, Outliers, there's a chapter that's called 10,000 Hours, and it lays out the life of a professional in any type of business. And he talks about in that chapter that if you want to expect anything that's professional in terms of results, you need to put in your 10,000 hours. And until you've put in your 10,000 hours, you should never expect those results those professionals are getting. And if you think about 10,000 hours, if you were to work this profession 4 hours a day, which isn't a lot, 4 hours a day working this profession, it would take you 7 years to put your 10,000 hours in. But the good thing about network marketing is it's a very forgiving industry, and you get paid the entire time throughout those 7 years. So are you willing to put in the 10,000 hours, right? You have to be willing. The answer has to be yes if you want to get to the professional level. If you want to stay down in the minor leagues, you can keep doing those small things, but if you want to do the big things, you have to focus on the long-term growth of yourself, okay, in order to become a professional. Now, professionals understand how to build a list correctly. Not just that first list, but to keep that list ongoing. And it's called the active candidate list. And when a professional puts their list together from day one all the way to day 3001, they start with who they know. And they make their list as comprehensive as possible, as long as they can. When they get tired, they think of 50 more names they could put down. When they're done with their phone, they look in their email list and they're writing down all the people they know. They're being as comprehensive as possible because they're very, very serious about this business. The second step is they want to make a list of who they know, who those people know. I call this the second degree of separation. And usually from your original list, when you write down the names of who those people know on that list, you usually find that you know them too. That's the second degree. It just expands your list times 3. And the third step of a professional in building their list, in building that ongoing prospect and candidate list, is to constantly be expanding their list. The professional's always aware of their surroundings. They're always aware of the people they interact with daily, the dry cleaner, the gas station attendant, the server, the teachers at the school, the parents when they're dropping their kids off, the coaches at the sporting events, the parents sitting on the sidelines. Okay, the people that you interact with every single day. They're constantly expanding their list. They're trying to make new friends, build new relationships. When people ask me as a professional what I do for a living and what I really do in network marketing, I always tell them, my goal is just to meet more people. That's all my business requires me to do. Meet more people, make new friends, introduce myself more, smile more, right? Get myself out there more. I'm constantly expanding my list, and I'm putting those people's names that I meet on the list, not in hopes that I'm going to talk to them today or tomorrow, but to remind myself to go build a relationship with those people. So eventually, I can inject my business or my products into a conversation with them. My list is always ongoing and growing. And the fourth step of a professional is networking on purpose, okay? Putting yourself out there, not staying in your house all day and saying, oh, there's nobody else to talk to, okay, like the amateurs or like the posers. You're thinking there's a world of people out there. I just need to get out there. Where can I volunteer for charitable work in my city? What can I do in terms of small groups at my church? What can I do in terms of business networking groups in my city, right? Who are the parents I'm going to meet at the school? Finding new organizations you can be a part of to just continue to meet new people, right? And that's just growing your network. You're doing these things on purpose to put yourself out there more, to make new friends and meet new people. That's how a professional builds their list. That's how someone like me says, I'll never run out of people. My initial list of 100 or 200 people 13 years ago was done within 120 to 160 days. And then my business really started after that. My business started after that list was done, when I had to go out there and really market myself and build a business like any professional and any business. It's the people I meet from today on. I don't know who my next Sapphire will be, my next Diamond will be, my next direct recruit will be. I haven't met them yet, but I will meet them. I'm talking to people. They're in the pipeline. I'm building relationships. You don't know who's going to be next, but they're everywhere. You have an endless possibility of building your list. Now that we've understand how to prospect the right way, I want to teach you guys how to invite, okay? Because the invitation is the gateway skill of this business. If you can master the invitation, everything else is easy for you. But all it takes is practice, 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 and practice, and then it becomes like a second language to you, okay? Any of you who have been involved in any business for longer than 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, which probably most of you have, you're a professional at what you do. You speak your business like a second language. When the new person comes and joins your company, you're the one that can train them right out the gates. Same thing with this business if you apply yourself and you practice. But when you go out and start prospecting these people and inviting these people onto your candidate list, you have to know how to do it right, because most people don't. There are two ways that people do this in this business. One, they're either the hunter or they're the farmer. And I don't know which one you are, but you want to be the farmer, okay? Because the hunter goes out there with a rifle on his back. He's got his prospect list, and he's trying to bag the elephant on the first hunt, okay? And the hunter's going out there, and every single prospect on the list has a target as wide as day on their back, and they're just going out with just the idea of signing someone up, okay? Sponsoring them today, getting them as a customer today, getting them as a builder today. And they have no idea they have no They have no goal of helping educate those people or giving them understanding of what it is you do, or sharing with them information about your product, or giving them the piece by piece information until they can make a qualified decision. So what happens is these people feel hunted, and they start to avoid you, and they run away from you, okay? And I've done that before. I've made people feel hunted at the very beginning of my business, but I've learned and I've adapted and I've evolved from the hunter to become the farmer now. The farmer is different. Okay, the farmer is always planting seeds. They're always watering and tilling the soils, and they're working on it until finally they have that big harvest. The farmer in this business is focused on just developing relationships, developing friendships, giving people an education on what it is they do and an understanding of how their products work, until those people can make a decision, until those people can ask a question, until the conversation arrives to where you could say, hey, here's a solution to your problem, or hey, this might help you. And that's what it's about. The farmer understands it takes time. So you have to decide which of those you're going to be before you go out and prospect. Now that you understand how to do that, now we set the stage for the invitation. And when you're setting the stage for the invitation, there are many emotions that are involved when you're speaking to people about network marketing, when you're speaking to people about this business. And you have to understand the emotions, because you have to keep your emotions in check when you're building this business, because you're dealing with people. We know that. So first, you must emotionally detach yourself from the outcome, okay? If your goal is just to go out there and sign that person up today, most of you are going to get discouraged very quickly, okay? And what it's going to do is it's going to let fear creep in, and it's going to cause yourself to just get paralyzed in this business, and it's not going to become fun anymore. If you understand that this business is about going out to prospects and just giving them information piece by piece, you're focused on education and understanding about the industry and your products, this business is going to be fun. Now you're focused on going from the first exposure to the second exposure to the third exposure, piece by piece, until they finally seen the whole thing, and now they're interested. That's how I got started in network marketing. Nobody gave me the elephant in one sitting. They gave it to me piece by piece by piece, and it just moved me forward and forward and forward until I eventually made my decision. The second step is to be yourself. Don't be someone you're not when you start this business, okay? You're not the doctor, you're not the scientist, you're not the comp plan expert. Be yourself, because you don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Like, here's this crazy network marketing person. She used to be my best friend, all right? Don't make people feel uncomfortable. Just be yourself. You're just a promoter. You're promoting the company and its brand. The company does everything else. Isn't it great? You don't need to be the master trainer today. We have universities, we have expos, we have events. You can go learn the business. I just want to show you how it works. Let me show you the website. Let me point you in the right direction. That's all you are, okay? But be yourself. Bring passion. Enthusiasm is contagious. When you're excited, people are excited. And you want to know why people are excited? Because there's no one else outside that's excited anymore, right? People want to be excited. It's contagious. It's what attracts them. When my neighbor introduced me to this business for the first time, I was 26 years old. His excitement is what attracted me to want to hear more, to want to learn more, to want to know what it was that he did exactly. And piece by piece, I learned until I made the decision to go. And then have strong posture. When you're out there talking to people, be confident, be strong, be bold. People are looking for people that they can follow. People are looking for people that are sure of themselves. And if you don't have the confidence, if you don't have the conviction, if you don't have the strength or the posture, build your belief in this business. Learn everything you can about Jeunesse. Learn everything you can about the founders. Learn their stories. Learn about the doctors. Learn about the success over the last 10 years of Jeunesse Global. Learn about the leaders. Go find their videos on YouTube. Watch their trainings. Build your belief in everything. Start using the products over and over again until you build your belief. That'll make your posture stand straight up when you're talking to people. It'll make you bold and convictive and strong, and they're going to want to follow you guys. So these are the emotions of inviting. And this is the formula. This is the formula for success. There are 8 steps to this formula. And this, when you have your prospect list, when you got your emotions in check, and you begin to invite them to see your business, to view a tool, to try a product, it should happen in maybe 30 seconds or less. Okay, it's simple. After you've built a relationship, after you've built a rapport, now you can inject the invitation formula to them. It's just 8 simple steps. It's really quick. And I've learned all this, you guys, from a book called GoPro, which I love for this business. My team loves for this business, by Eric Worre. It's a very quick read, but I've read it over and over and over and over again. I've highlighted, underlined it. It's the basis of all my trainings. All I do is point to a step, and that's how they know how to teach their team. I'm not teaching them over the phone. I'm saying step 6, step 5, step 4, and they're going to it, and they do the same for their team. It's written out for you, and any of us in the front row could have written this book. Let me tell you that, okay? But the first step in the invitation is just to be in a hurry. People are attracted to people in a hurry. When people start to ask you about your business, or when it's time to share with them your business, or when they get curious, just say, hey, I don't have a lot of time to talk right now, but I'm in a hurry, but now isn't the time to talk about this, but, okay? You're just making them think that you don't have enough time. It's not even that important for you to even get them in your business right now. You don't need them. They're attracted to people like that, okay? And then step 2 is to compliment the prospect. Just say any type of compliment. For as long as I've known you, you've been widely successful. For as long as I've known you, you've always supported everything I've ever done, and I appreciate that. You're one of the most successful people I've ever met, and I admire that about you. Okay, just give them a compliment. You're one of the most social people I've ever met. You'd be great at what I do. Okay, you're so good at making friends. It's unbelievable. Right? So just find a compliment, any type of compliment. Catch people doing something good is what I learned, okay? But it's a compliment, all right? And then you simply make the invitation. And these invitations you can learn in that same book. There are scripts you can read, but there are 3 types of invitations that I'm going to teach you right now. And the first one is called the direct invitation, okay? This is used when you're inviting people to learn more about an opportunity for them. And the direct approach is usually for people that you know, people that trust you, people that you love, people that have known you forever, your best friends, close people, your brothers, your sisters, whoever, okay? And it's the direct approach, and it's a simple way. You can go up to them and say, hey, I just found a business that we're going to absolutely crush it with. You're joining me, okay? People that trust you. Or you could say, hey, you remember when you told me you hated your job, or you wanted to buy that house, or you wanted to bring your wife home from work? Were you serious when you told me that? Okay, well, I think I found something that'll help you with that. Okay, just any type of direct approach. Okay, I found a way for us to increase our cash flow. You got to see this business. That's the direct approach. It's people who you already know. You wouldn't talk to someone you just met like that, okay? But people you already know. And then you have the second invitation approach is the indirect approach. This is about asking the prospect for help, input, or guidance. This is really playing yourself down and playing the prospect up. This is usually someone that you know. You could say, hey, I just recently started a business and I'm really nervous. Would you mind if I shared it with you or practice on you? You tell me what you think. Or you could say, hey, you know what? As long as I've known you, you've been very, very successful. Would you mind looking at a business I just started and tell me if I made the right decision? Okay? It's just an indirect. You're asking someone for help. Hey, you know what? I just got involved in this incredible health and wellness business. They have incredible products, but I'm not a health freak. I know you are. Would you mind looking at the products and tell me what you think? You're just asking them for help, input, or guidance, and it's making them look at the business, and it's causing them to want to get started or ask you more questions, or it's getting you to go share with them product or getting them to buy product. It's just a super indirect approach, and it's easy to get customers this way, and it's very easy to get distributors this way, but you have to know your prospect and you have to know your approach. The problem in this business is everybody uses usually one approach for every type of person, and you can't do that. You have to be prepared. But you learn those types of things at conferences like this. This is why these events are so important to get your entire team to. And most of you are sitting there wishing he came and she came with you, but they're not here. And you can't take what you learned here to them. You got to get them to the next one. Okay? And just remember that. The third type approach is the super indirect approach. In this approach, you tell the prospect they aren't a prospect, and you're just interested in finding out if they know someone else who might benefit from your business. These are maybe highly successful people you know, who you might think don't have time or make too much money. They wouldn't want this business. What I want you to know about successful people is they're successful for a reason. They're interested in multiple streams of income. They have an incredible work ethic, and they're always busy. And they love it. They thrive on that. So don't be afraid to talk to those types of people. But you can use this approach on those people, and you can say, hey, you know what? I know you're extremely successful. You don't have a lot of time. I know you're running that business, and you're doing it incredibly great. This business isn't for you, but who do you know that maybe it started a business that hit a wall that's looking for an additional cash flow? Who do you know that wants to make more money? Who do you know that's looking for passive income and a business they can build on their own time? Do you know anybody? Who do you know that is looking for a business from home, right? And what you're doing is you're getting them to think, well, I'm successful. I want to know about that business, okay? It's a super indirect approach. It's just about who do you know is really, you're taking them out of the equation, and you're asking them if they can refer you to anybody who'd be interested in an incredible business like this. And indirectly, super indirectly, you're usually getting them to say, well, let me look at it first. And you could say, hey, before you give me any names, I'm just going to share with you what the business is so you know what I'm sharing with your friends. I want you to trust me when I'm talking to the people you're referring me. And what it's going to do is get them to take a look at your business, okay? These are the 3 types of approaches that you use. You have an endless prospect list, and you could figure out the approaches beforehand. There are scripts in that book that I gave you guys, and you guys can learn and practice on each other and just get better as you go. Don't worry. When people don't get started, there are more people in your future. They never, ever end if you just focus on, you have the entire world open to you guys. So let me go to once you've injected the invitation, now it's if I would you, okay? After you've asked them that question, invited them to see the business, you're just saying, hey, if I sent you a link to a video, would you be willing to watch it? If I stopped it by and shared with you some product, would you be willing to try it? If I invited you to an invitation-only webinar, would you be willing to jump on? If I invited you to an invitation-only conference call, would you be willing to listen in? Right? If I invited you to an event on Thursday night, would you be willing to come with me and check it out and meet my friends and meet the people who are involved? If I would you. Okay? It's just you're looking for a reciprocal answer because you're giving them something and they're just giving you something back in return. So it's reciprocal. Okay? So that's if I would you. And when they say yes to your question, which most of the time if you do this the right way and in a professional way, they most often, more than not, always say yes. If they say yes, then you could say, okay, when do you think, if I gave you that link to that video, when do you think you could have watched it? Right? If I gave you the product, when do you think you could finish it? And then what they're going to do is they're going to give you a day. And if they say Tuesday night, say, okay, so by Wednesday morning, if I called you, you would have been done, right? And it's simple. So first, they tell you the day. You get the commitment from them. Okay? They've made the commitment with you. And you're going to reconfirm that day and say, okay, on Wednesday then, I'm going to call you back. Is that fine? Now they're setting the appointment. The reason why you want to get the confirmation more than once, because it becomes an appointment set by them, not by you. Right? So when do you think you could have watched it? Okay, Tuesday night, great. If I called you Wednesday morning, you would have watched it, right? That's fine. Yes, okay, perfect. Now they've set the appointment. And then confirmation number 3 is getting the best number to reach them at, or the best way to contact them. Okay, and the appointment's set. It's simple as that. What's the best number to reach you? Okay, great. And when you're done, okay, great, gotta go. Talk to you soon. I hope you like it. Simple as that. It's just an 8-step formula for the invitation. And usually, I swear, when you practice it, it's done in 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And then all you're doing from that moment on is just moving them on from exposure to exposure to exposure. Okay? Whether it's inviting them to a webinar, sharing product, giving a tool, sharing a video, all this business is about is moving a prospect from exposure to exposure to exposure, because you want to do what? You want to help them get educated and understand what it is you're doing and what products we have. That's all it's about. That's all it's about, guys. Okay? So these are the exposures that I love using in my business, and these are exposures that you should be using in your business as well if you want to be successful. I'm speaking from a position of sponsoring people all the time, always winning the award trips, always getting the travel points, someone that's in the trenches building. Even though I have arrived where I've arrived in this company, I'm still always building, and I'm sharing with you the things that work, all right? Showing the plan. Not just having your upline show the plan, but practicing yourself, sharing the plan yourself. Janessa offers that for you. The business presentation, sharing the products. You have endless opportunities to share all of our products. Sharing a video, there's another exposure. Getting them to watch a video. Inviting them to a meeting, a webinar, or a call. Or meeting them one-on-one or two-on-one to get them started. These are all the different tools that you have to move someone along until they make their decision. And usually, on average, it takes 4 to 6 exposures to get someone started. And as you get better and you move up to the professional level, usually it's about 2. Okay? But practice makes perfect. That's what you have to focus on. And the key to this business is the follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, because that's what most people fail to do. They give someone a tool, they leave them with something, they invite them to something, and they don't follow up. They expect the person's going to call them back and say, get me started right now. They're waiting for the follow-up. They're waiting for the follow-up. They're waiting for the follow-up. They want to know what the next step is, and the next step, until you finally say, now that you've seen everything, where do you see yourself in Jazz? As a customer or as a builder with us? And it's just simple. Give them the alternative choice. You don't have to say, what do you think? What do you want to do? Give them the alternative choice. A customer or a promoter. A customer or a builder. A customer or a distributor. Let them make the decision, and both ways you win. All right, you guys? So that's my time. I hope you guys enjoyed the training today. I hope you guys have a ton of success. Happy 10-year anniversary to Janess. I love you all. Good luck and God bless you. Mwah. Thank you. Thanks, bro. See you guys.